I'm starting to think people don't realize that this is not my only job, because I'm getting bothered with when's the next Bring Me the Horizon reaction coming out. I'm like, guys, it's coming. It's been a week. Calm down. Hey everyone, it's Ashlena. Welcome back to my channel. We need to finish Sempiternal. Sempiternal. There we go. And I didn't get around to doing the deluxe versions of the songs, extended versions of the songs. So that's what we're going to do today. As always, my Bring Me the Horizon reactions are cut down way too much for YouTube, because when I tried to upload Sempiternal, it got blocked 3 times. 4th time was a charm, but it is so beyond edited that I don't even know how you guys are watching it, but I appreciate it. But if you do want to see the unedited version to any of my full album reactions, you can head over to Patreon. They are all there. Okay, so let's get into this because people are waiting and I still need to get into the next couple albums from them. So I have a lot to do, but let's get through this first. So I'm going to be doing Join the Club, which is a bonus track, Chasing Rainbows, a bonus track, Deathbeds, a bonus track, and then there's some little video that I have called the studio tape. So I'm going to watch that too. So let's go. This is Join the Club.
Yeah. Just cheer, we're just cheering.
What do you mean?
Like, yeah.
1, 2, 3, cheer.
I know I bend and I break all my promises, but now it's time for the truth. And now you're scared, I can see you tremble, shaking like a dog, shit, it raise a blade. Feel love, shadows like a scream. My life is a song with no one to dance to. The same ocean number that nobody knows. My heart is a dead horse, there's no point in beating. Just let me sink into the fucking ground. Fuck it. You're scared, I can see it, and just be invisible to you. You're scared, I can see it tremble, shaking like a dog, shit, and raise a blade. Feel love, shadows like a stranger. Well, join the club, yeah, join the club. Do you think you're the only one who feels the way you do? We're all 50 shades of fucked up. Well, join the club, yeah, join the club.
Not bad. The chorus is super catchy, but you know, the line shaking like a dog, shitting razor blades is not an image I wanted in my head, specifically because I have a dog and now I'm just looking at him like, are you okay? It's not bad. You can kind of hear that it's a demo, you know, it's not perfect. Also, Ollie's voice sounds exhausted and painful in this song, but he can still sing, so I'll give him kudos for that. I dig it. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. All right, let's listen to Chasing Rainbows.
Dragging me to lose ourselves.
I love this song so much. I felt like the whole I've given up part was like an ode to Linkin Park's Given Up. I thought that was cool. I thought he might have sang the Given Up part just as long as Chester did, but like, let's be real. I don't think anyone can really do that as good as Chester could. Although I did just listen to Linkin Park's new song, and Emily killed that song with her very long scream, although I don't know how long it was, but I'm super impressed. Anyways, this song is catchy as shit. I'm so curious why this didn't make the album. I know it's a bonus track, but it's such a great song. Maybe they were limited to the amount of songs they could have on their album or something, but I think that one would have fit in very well. All right, let's listen to Deathbeds. Those female vocals.
Will the hunger ever stop? Can we simply starve this sin? That little kiss you stole, it held my heart and soul. And like a deer in the headlights, I meet my fate. Don't try to fight the storm.
I definitely don't like how that song ended. I feel like it could have ended before the chorus, but then musically, the song in the last chorus was heavenly. It was heaven. This song is absolutely phenomenal. Sonically, it's gorgeous. Like, holy shit, it's so beautiful. I don't know who Hannah Snowden is, so I'm just going to Google her. Oh, that's Ollie's ex-wife. Okay, well then I can say what I really want to say. I don't think her voice is anything special. I think it's kind of basic. I was really hoping that they would have done some harmonies or just to make their parts that were sung together a little more interesting, because Ollie has such a phenomenal voice. To put someone who I don't know if she sings. I don't know if she's in a band. I don't know anything. I'm just going to assume she's not in a band. And I'm going to say that if you put someone who's not quite the best singer in a song, give them something to make the song better, not to just make it sound the same. I would have preferred a little harmony here. I think it would have made this song so much better. Will we ever hear this song live now that they're exes? Probably not. Have they ever done this song live? I wouldn't know. I think this song reimagined with someone who is a professional singer would be ridiculous. It would be ridiculous. Was it cute? Yes. Did she sound good? Yeah, she has a good voice. I just think it was missing an element vocally. this song is gorgeous. I would listen to it a million times a day. So Ollie said there's no real outside guests on this album. It was a conscious thing not to have other people this time, just because we've done it so much on the last couple of albums. It was great having guests on, but we didn't want it to be a gimmick. This time we wanted it just to be Bring Me the Horizon. This is why it's a bonus track. I get it. I totally get it. It's such a beautiful, sad song. And I think, I don't know, I just picture him singing it as he's going through his addiction to his then wife. And that's probably where this song came from. But again, I don't know what the real story is behind the song, but I think it's absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Okay, let's watch the studio tapes. I don't know what this is, but I'm excited to watch it. And before we start, I just have to say, I love watching behind the scenes of music, bands, concerts, anything like that. I don't care who the artist is. I just love watching that stuff. So I really hope this is what I think it is, and like studio footage and things like that. So I'm really excited. Studio tapes, right? So it's all in the studio. Oh my God, the guitars. Oh, I see. It's just random clips with some of their songs from this album. Yo, this drummer is sick. He's fantastic. Ooh.
When we went into the studio, I didn't really know songs fully. I mean, I knew them, but I didn't know everything, what I had to play, so it was pretty hard having to suss it out when I were in the studio. But yeah, I got there and ended it. It sounds pretty cool.
It does. Oh, like, why can't we hear this part? What a waste. What's the point of this video if you can't hear anything?
Yeah, I'm happy with how it's sounding, actually. I mean, it's a big step for our band, bringing Jordan in and stuff like that. So, you know, it's cool. It took a long time and a lot of hard work from everyone, but it's turned out good.
Distortion. You got a plug-in pad?
The recording process on this album were pretty cool and pretty laid back.
He is a great guitarist.
It's the first time we've worked in a really big, like, really cool studio with like amazing gear and a huge desk and stuff and massive live room and that. So it was like a really good experience to be in such a big, cool studio. We've never had as much gear to mess about with until we're happy with the tones and stuff. So I think this time we just had a lot more freedom with gear and working stuff out, and it's just worked. Yeah, on this CD I think we were in the studio for just like over a month just recording, not really
month.
mixing and stuff, so we had loads of time to do stuff, and the way we recorded as well, like while we were doing guitars and drums, Ollie and Jordan were set up in another studio room doing the vocals from the very start, so they weren't like squeezed in at the end, so we got a lot done fast.
Nice.
I'm really happy with how the sound of the album's turned out. We've had so much time and so much like good gear to work with that we haven't had to just like record something and think, oh, that'll have to do. We've had time to go back and listen and redo stuff if it needs to, or just spend a long time searching for what sounds we want, and I want everything to sound. So I'm really happy with how it's sounding, and the people we're working with as well is just really good, because the amount of good CDs they've done it's just good to be on their roster.
I just have to say, I think the one thing I love most about Bring Me the Horizon are the songs that sound like he's just doing a guitar solo throughout the whole song. And I believe, if I go to the music I just heard, because I'm awful with remembering song titles. Yeah, Chasing Rainbows, the way the guitar is on that song is just phenomenal, because it sounds like he just got to mess around. It was never meant to be like follow the song type of lead guitar. It was more just play. and it just sounded so sick. I think he is a phenomenal guitarist.
Recording guitars on the CD were quite a lot different, because on the last 2 CDs I'd done most of the guitars on my own at night in the studio and just recorded them myself. So this time I spent the whole time recording with Terry, and it's good to have someone else's ear listening as well and knowing exactly when you're playing something the best it can be played, or hearing something in their own way. So I think the guitars on the CD are really tight and the best they could be, because we spent a lot of time on them.
He sounds very
Normally
shy.
when we've recorded before, we've been kind of rushed, so we haven't had time to experiment so much with different sounds, and this time we had a lot of time, like before we went into the studio, and then also during the studio we spent quite a bit of time working out all the tones and stuff. It was usually helpful with having everyone in the studio together and seeing which sounded better. We had demos, so we were already prepared. With being on RCA, we had a bigger budget, so we were in a bigger studio. We had 2 rooms, which meant we could work on vocals and also record drums and guitars and bass at the same time. So
God, he's a
it
low
made
voice.
everything a lot easier.
The recording experience was quite long, and in places it was quite stressful, but for the most part it was really good fun. Compared to recording with the band I used to play with, it was obviously on a much larger scale. We spent a lot of time on the writing of the songs. So we started writing in June, really just finished when we were in the studio. We were still finishing bits up, like right until the very end.
This is Sempiternal. Will we ever see the end?
The recording process this time were a lot of fun. We did our last 2 albums in Sweden with Fredrik Nordström, so and this time we did it in England. So I guess there were a change of scenery. It was nice to be at home, but still we did it in Banbury, which is a bit out in the sticks. I mean, when we did it in Sweden, we were literally had a little bed sit next to the studio, which only three of us could fit in, and then the other 2 were having to stay at Formula 1 down the road. So that were obviously a bit more stressful. This time we had this big, nice farmhouse, and the studio was really nice, so it was a lot more relaxed in that sense. And we were in an industrial estate last time, so again, it was a bit nice being out in countryside. We approached the recording process a bit differently this time. Like, I'm used to watching everyone else do their stuff, and for the first however many weeks, and then obviously the last week and a half or whatever, doing my vocals, which doesn't actually ever prove to be that good of an idea, because you're battering your voice every day, and you end up getting it fucked and messed about, and then you're not doing shit as well as you want to do it. This time we had a separate room to the main studio where we just set up and did vocals, and literally did vocals from day dot. So we had like 2 months to literally get everything as good as I could do it, have breaks, and do everything to the like top level of my performance.
I hate that you can't hear these studio versions. I hate it. Like, why can't we hear this part? There we go. Unless this is just over. Oh.
Obviously with There Is a Hell, we had a lot of strings going on and stuff like that, but we're in a position where we couldn't really afford to get a proper orchestra like that involved, so we did it all digital, and which sounded fine, but it's a lot nicer obviously to have the real thing.
Oh yeah. Way
so
nicer to have
Jordan
real people.
wrote all these amazing parts and tracks them out for this orchestra that came in and just played them straight up and not seen. I guess that's how they work, but it amazed me that they've never seen
They just need to
the
read the
sheet
music.
before, and just sat down and just played it all, and watching it was actually quite emotional to watch.
Yeah, it's beautiful to see what these people can do.
Worms come out of the woodwork, and the snakes start to sing.
We had a choir, which was, I think it was about 10 people, and they came down on another day.
So we've had a bus out, and our friends and family are coming down from Sheffield, and we've also done a competition.
Oh, that's cool.
And some fans are going to come and sing with us as well.
That's
So we're
awesome.
going to have a room full of people to do gang vocals. So it's
Nice.
going to sound like a big army.
Question everything! Fail! Fall! We're fucked, but you're making it worse!
We also had the guys from
That's so
Emmanuel. They came along for a couple of days to do some extra backing vocals and stuff like that.
Per and Klaus
I could have done that.
Manuel, a Swedish band.
Swedish band.
Friends of Bring Me the Horizon since a
Cool.
couple of years. We're happy and proud to be part of it. It's nice. It's very different to the music we do.
Pretty.
Working with Terry Day was amazing. Like, he's a legend in the metal scene and just general rock and stuff. So it was crazy to work with him and hear all his stories about bands he's worked with and stuff. And he's just like the nicest, most laid back guy I've ever met. So it makes recording, which can be really stressful, it makes it really laid back and easygoing.
That's good.
White Pony was one of my favourite albums when I was younger.
Same.
So, just talking to him about that was really cool. Obviously, he's a legend in terms of heavy music production, so it was cool just hanging out with someone who's done that much and been that involved in so much music.
Crazy.
history.
Working with Terry was pretty cool. Like when we first asked him to do it and he agreed and stuff, we were super excited from all the, like he's done some legendary bands like Pantera and Deftones, like Limp Bizkit, bands who we grew up listening to.
He went too hard on me when I was playing drums, and so it was cool. He was a nice bloke. And so was Kevin, his engineer.
Terry's a great guy. Like he came and stayed in Sheffield for a week before we started, and he'd be here every day. And he's the chillest dude ever, basically. And from the start, he said like, I don't want to mess up what you guys are doing. I'm not here to tell you what to do or try and overproduce you. I just want to make you guys sound like the best band possible, and that's exactly what he
That's
did.
so cool.
I don't really want to build anything up. Like, I've never really hoped to be like, oh, I want to sell 1 million copies or anything like that, because then you can only be let down. So I'm happy with what I'm doing and how the band is growing and stuff. So I just hope it keeps growing and we keep getting to talk.
I hope everyone who listens to it appreciates like how varied the songs are and how much effort everyone put in on the album.
Such a great album.
I hope this record just keeps us touring for as long as we can, you know what I mean? So that's what we do this for, to play music. So hopefully people like it and they'll want to see us play it.
I love how like chill
I guess
they are.
I've never actually been this stoked with a record that we've done before. I'm always a bit negative about stuff or second guessing, but I feel really confident about this one. And I think because we had so much time to do it and fine tune it and the way we approached it, like we've got everything perfect and as good as it possibly could be.
I love that. That's the first time I've ever seen them in like an interview setting as well. So that was kind of cool to see all the guys in the band. I don't even think I've watched a music video. Have I? I don't think I have. That's funny. Anyways, I have to admit that was like horrible editing for that type of setting. I wish there was more like actual sound from inside the studio, especially when Ollie was screaming into the mic and things like that. But I don't know what this was for. I don't know why I have it. I just had it, so I figured I would react to it. But it was nice to hear their thoughts on the process and things like that. Honestly, I'm thrilled at the reactions I've done so far. I've been listening to That's the Spirit and Sempiternal a lot. I've actually been listening to Ammo a lot too, shockingly. I've been listening to it at the gym. It's a great gym album. So I think once I'm done all of my reactions through the whole discography, I'm going to sit with it for a while and I'll come back and do like a final video of all my thoughts on all of the albums. So if that's something that interests you guys, let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video. I think this band is just spectacular, and I'm super, super, super excited to do the next album. There is a Hell, something along those lines. What is this album called? There is a Hell, believe me, I've seen it. There is a Heaven, let's keep it a secret. I'm stoked for this. It's a 52-minute album, though. So I'm going to have to find time to do it, but I'm stoked for it. So I hope you guys stay tuned. I hope you're subscribed. I hope your notifications are turned on. And yeah, my next Bring Me the Horizon video will be that album. Then I'm going to do Suicide Season. Most likely the deluxe version will come afterwards. I just really don't see the point in doing all the remixes. I just don't see a point. But if I should, let me know. But yeah, I'll just do the 10 songs that are on Suicide Season. And then I'm going to do Count Your Blessings, which is really exciting. That album's only 36 minutes, so that's crazy. So I feel like Suicide Season and Count Your Blessings will come pretty close after each other because it won't take me too long. But then I really need to do the Live at the Royal Albert Hall. And then I'm probably going to do the music to listen to, dance to, blaze to, pray to, feed to, sleep to, talk to, grind to, trip to, breathe to, help to, hurt to, scroll to, roll to, love to. You got it. You got it. Whew. Okay, cool. Guys, my vinyl of the day is Evanescence. I've been listening to this nonstop. I'm just so obsessed with the album Fallen, and I'm really honored to own the 20th anniversary edition on vinyl because it's so beautiful looking. I'm just obsessed with how they did this, although I didn't get like the special edition like colored vinyl or anything. It's just a black vinyl, but this is just stunning and I'm obsessed with it. It's such a beautiful album. I've been listening to Imaginary on repeat. Thank God for Spotify. I can just click a button and it repeats, but on vinyl I'm like, I gotta get up and rewind. But it's worth it. So go listen to Evanescence if you haven't in a while. And I will see you guys in my next Bring Me the Horizon reaction, which should hopefully be next week. So stay tuned.